Kermit the corpse here. Just enjoying a smoke. That's right. Fox off lugs too. Just ask Miss Piggy. And oh shit! Oh, Killer Kyle, help me! I got to go now. Ah!
Hey, Big Man here, and I'm here with Killer Kyle, and it's that time again. Money in the bank. Crazy.
Yeah. Seemed like we just started a new year not that long ago, and here we are, freaking in the middle of it practically now.
What's interesting about this one is it says 10 matches, but it's gonna go over 4 hours, so it's like, yeah.
Probably won't be any different than fucking WrestleMania. Going 5.
Well, that's true.
Now, hopefully this one won't go 5, but, you know, the possibility's there.
True. Well, they said they were gonna cut a match down, but
We'll see when the time goes.
yeah, we'll see when we get there. So we're gonna have the pre-show. We've got the Tag Team Championship SmackDown. The Bludgeon Brothers are gonna take on
The Good Brothers.
the Good Brothers, yeah. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. It's gonna be pretty fucking cool. I wish this match was gonna be on the main card, but whatever. I guess they had to push something back.
I guess, yeah. As good as Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows have been throughout WWE, lately it seems as if they haven't been getting pushed all that well, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, Money in the Bank's coming up, we need a rivalry for the Bludgeon Brothers, let's put Anderson and Gallows out there and see what happens. Now, I'm sure it's going to be a good match, a physical match. It'll be interesting to see how well Anderson and Gallows can hold their own to the Bludgeon Brothers. Now, they did have a singles match on Raw, and it was Anderson against, I believe, Harper, and Anderson ended up winning, so it'll be interesting to see how that transitions into the actual match itself. As far as who's winning, I honestly think I gotta give it to the Bludgeon Brothers, to be honest.
Well, it's true. I think they've definitely reigned supreme over the past few months. There's a lot of talk, and eventually it'll happen. I guess Sanity will eventually debut, and they will have a feud with the Bludgeon Brothers. Now, that could change at any moment, obviously, but yeah, that would be interesting. I think Carl and Luke are an awesome tag team. It's just they haven't been on the TV for a bit. At least matches I haven't seen him in.
Right.
You know, so it's like, we'll see how this goes. And
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. They were really good as the Raw Tag Championship.
Yeah.
Belts and all that. So it'll be interesting to see if they can capture the belts on Sunday. I
Yes.
don't know. I think that Luke Harper and are growing a good tag team.
Yes.
They just need to. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I mean, all they do is they kick ass and pretty much, you know, sometimes for no reason at all.
Yeah.
I think that this will be a good challenge for them to see how far they can go as the tag champions.
Yeah.
When they go against the club, I guess.
Yeah, and I said the match between Harper and Anderson was on Raw. It was actually on SmackDown because this match is for the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
Yeah.
One thing I'm curious to is whether or not the commentary team will refer to everybody by their last names. Because, like, you've got, obviously, the Bludgeon Brothers being referred to as Harper and Rowan. I wonder if they're going to refer to Luke and Carl as Gallows and Anderson, just so there isn't confusion between, like, Luke Harper, Luke Gallows.
Yeah.
So just call them Harper, Rowan, Gallows, Anderson.
Well, that could happen. So I'm gonna go with, as much as I wouldn't mind seeing the new tag team champions, I'm gonna go with the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
That's an obvious answer, but that's the only thing I can think of right now that makes sense. I mean, we could have a feud with the
Yeah,
four
absolutely.
people, and we'll see how that goes. But until then, yeah, Bludgeon Brothers for sure.
As much as it seems like the obvious answer, I think it's the most reasonable answer only because Gallows and Anderson are still relatively fresh on SmackDown, and this is a rivalry that has just started, pretty much. So I think that give this match and rivalry time to marinate, as you would say.
Yeah.
They will get further along, and then maybe at a certain point have Gallows and Anderson take the titles from the Bludgeon Brothers, but
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
I was going to say the match get better, but I don't really think there's anything to better. It's just extension of the rivalry.
Yeah, like Carl and Luke are probably, you know, new on SmackDown still. It would be nice to see them hold the tag champions, but that's probably in due time.
Yeah.
I'll say SummerSlam. Who knows? I think that being on the pre-show kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Again, your championship shouldn't be on the pre-show. But whatever, you know. So.
Okay, say you kept the SmackDown Tag Team title match on the main card. Out of that list, which match would have made more sense to put on the pre-show? Because there's quite a few title matches there, so... Or would you have gone even like a completely different match altogether?
No, actually I would have put Bobby and Sammy on the main, fucking,
Pre-show?
yeah. It's
Okay,
a waste
yeah.
of space.
Yeah.
So, we'll get there. So we go on to the main show and we have, well, we're gonna do those later. This is gonna be an interesting match.
Yes.
Because the last two matches, maybe they only had one, they had Daniel Bryan go over. It would be more sense to have Big Cass go over because you want him to be taken seriously as the monster heel.
Yeah.
And it's great to have Daniel Bryan win in his
Absolutely.
comeback. But realistically, I think that Big Cass needs to start to get wins. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't see that happening right now. I mean, he's all talk, and he loses a match, and he's a poor sport.
Yeah.
So, what does that say? I guess.
We're putting in the work as a heel.
Yeah, and I think that I hate when they lose and then they get theirs in the end. It's like the match is over, fuck off to the showers,
Yeah.
and let the winner just celebrate.
Yeah.
So,
With this match and this rivalry specifically, I feel mostly that it is a replacement for Kaz and Enzo, because that Kaz and Enzo split. They revealed that Kaz was the one that attacked Enzo, and it seemed like they were going to have them against each other, get a rivalry going, and go from there. And of course, Big Cass gets injured. They put Enzo on 205. He becomes Cruiserweight Champion twice. They're rocking and rolling with that. Of course, Enzo fucks up, so they boot his ass. And then when they...
well, I thought he fucked up.
Nevertheless, he's out of the company. Kaz comes back and it's like, alright, what do we do with him? Who do we put him with? And where do we go?
Yeah.
I know. Daniel Bryan just recently came back. He's healthy. He's good to go. He's much smaller than Big Cass. Let's run with that.
Yeah.
And as much as Big Cass has been improving as a heel, his mic work is eh.
I think that the height jokes are a bit much.
Yeah.
You know, less is more, and the fact that he keeps doing it, it's childish.
Yeah.
Makes no sense after a while.
And I mean, when you got him bringing in that friggin' height meter
Oh,
thing
God, yeah.
they use for rides at amusement parks, that's just like, okay, insult to injury, why don't you?
Well, yeah.
Like, fuck.
Talking about the fucking circus,
Yeah.
it's a wrestling show. Fucking
Yeah.
get over it.
Although I will say, if you've ever questioned whether Kaz is 7 foot or not, just watch that segment. You'll find out he's like exactly 7 foot.
Sure, yeah.
So,
Well, when he stands toe to toe with Paul White, I wonder how much height difference there's gonna be, if any.
yeah.
But props for the segments, old school
Yeah.
interviews in the crowd or whatever. That's pretty cool. Bringing that back.
Yeah, kind of like on a separate stage off to the side of like the main stage where you can see the crowd and the ring, which is like circa 90.
Two.
Yeah.
Shit, I remember those. Those were pretty awesome. Yeah, so I think that it's Big Cass's time for victory. It's not gonna ruin Brian if he loses this
No.
one. So let's see what happens. I mean, Cass needs a win. Cass needs. Well, he's already gotten a pretty good push. It's in due time, you know.
Yeah. The previous match they had, Kaz was showing off his strength, his dominance, so to speak. And Daniel was just out-wrestled him enough to the point where he was able to get him down, put him in a heel hook, and submit him. With that being said, can Daniel Bryan win again? Yes. Would it be a good idea to have Big Cass get one over Daniel? I think so. And then kind of continue the back and forth between them. And then eventually have a rubber match between the two of them. And maybe make it, I don't know, no disqualification, falls count anywhere, whatever. And see who the better man really is. So, I'll just go big cash for the hell of it. For the hell of it.
For the helmet. So now we go on to, they look like twins, but the Intercontinental Championship match, Seth Rollins versus Elias.
Nice if you will.
I was a real kid. Yeah. I mean, as much as he's a dork, it's like, he can be entertaining at times.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of one of those things where they want to add the entertainment value to the sports entertainment thing.
Yeah.
Elias is pretty good. You know, I think he definitely needs a push for some kind of title.
Yeah.
I mean, he could bring about that all fucking night, you know?
Yes.
Seth Rollins, yeah, I really enjoy the fact that he's the Intercontinental Champion, but is it time? I don't know. There's a possibility for a return from Dean Ambrose.
I was thinking that myself. Now, the thing is, bring back Dean Ambrose. Do you extend the Shield reunion and go Shield against Elias, Mahal, and Sunil Singh, or do you somehow integrate somebody else in there and go from there and work with that? I mean, Ambrose is bound to come back eventually.
Yeah.
It would just be a matter of how do you work them in, and do you like build up to another match with Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns as the Shield again, and you know, a three-way of some kind, or just kind of keep them running with the singles. It's a toss in the air, honestly.
Well, and the thing is, if you put the Shield back together, it's kind of like, okay, so you brought them back, and then Dean gets out of action.
Right.
Then it's kind of fucked up. So,
Yeah.
it sucks, because we were building up to a reunion, and then it got kiboshed.
Yes.
Kurt Angle fit perfectly
Oh, yeah.
last year. Hey, the Money in the Bank. So, you know what? It's kind of like, I don't know what I want to see anymore.
Yeah.
I think Dean can make a good heel. That's what they rumored to happen, but who knows? You know, having a feud for the Intercontinental title with Seth is pretty cool as well.
Right.
How long do you think they can... Like, my concern is, what happens if they do get back together and all of a sudden shit hits the fan? And then we're right back to 2. And it just doesn't make sense. Would I like it to happen? Sure. I mean, DX reunited how many fucking times?
True. Yeah. Well, my point is, when the Shield reunited, it seemed like they were off to a good start, and then Ambrose got injured,
Yeah.
and that just cut it short. When Ambrose comes back, and you put the three of them together, is it long term? Is it short term? Or do you just bring Ambrose back and just have Roman feuding with Mahal and Seth feuding with Elias, and then somehow put Ambrose in a separate rivalry of his own and just keep them separate?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens on Sunday, but...
Because I really think, too, that fans would like to see the Shield back together and have a fairly extensive run.
Yeah.
Now, if Rollins can somehow keep the title and hold it until Ambrose comes back, and then have, like, Ambrose and Reigns maybe win the tag titles and have the three of them as champions again, could go with that. It'd just be all a matter of when Ambrose is coming back, and then going from there.
Yeah. So, for this one, I think that, it's funny because Elias has been really good.
Oh, yeah.
With his antics and smashing people with his
guitar.
guitar and doing all that kind of heelish stuff. I think that he can be an Intercontinental Champion, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
The thing of it is how long could they feud for?
Right.
But at the same time, it would be interesting to see a feud.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to say Elias for this one.
My thoughts are, how much longer do you go without Elias winning a championship of some kind? Or just have it be, okay, Elias is good, he's had some matches, he's done the heel work, this, that, and the other thing, and just, be one of those guys that never holds a championship?
Well, that could happen too.
As I mean, as good as he's become, and he's excelled at it, and really working the Jeff Jarrett thing, if you will, it's like, either do something with him or get rid of him. Because, as far as I'm concerned, as good as he is, as much as the heel thing is working for him, he's just a waste of space. An absolute waste of space.
Well, I guess.
Because, yeah, he's smacking people with guitars, and yeah, he's feuded with Cena, and Rollins, and Balor, and Braun, and whoever else you want to throw in there, but other than that, it's amounted to absolutely fucking nothing.
Well, he is hard to take seriously, I'll give you that.
Well, it's not so much he's hard to take seriously, but to use your phrase, share to get off the fucking pot.
Well, yeah, that's a good one.
Seriously.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're right. I mean, if he does win, where is he gonna go? I don't know. I mean, you could say that about almost anybody.
Yeah.
I think that this is gonna be interesting. I think Seth is an awesome wrestler. I think he's really good as the Intercontinental Champion. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens on Sunday.
Oh, absolutely.
But like I said, if they continue with the feud, even if Elias wins,
Yeah.
they can go do Extreme Worlds and
Yeah.
even SummerSlam. Imagine that. A ladder match at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title. Elias versus Seth Rollins.
Maybe.
But I'm still going to say Elias.
I really liked Rollins' reign as IC champion. He's been one of those ones that really wants to give people a chance that haven't had a chance yet. And like I said, Elias has been a pretty good wrestler. He's done fantastic heel work. It's one of those things where he seems to have the fans behind him, but he still wants to be a heel, so
Yeah.
as much as when he's in the ring and he's playing his guitar and, he gets the fans to say WWE stands for Walk with Elias, he immediately spins it around and
Yeah.
goes, oh, I hate whatever city they're in, it's a shithole, it's a dump. And then he goes on comparing himself to fucking Bruce Springsteen
And that's the thing that I don't like is, okay, it's good to have a swerve thing.
yeah.
A lot of wrestlers have done that, but just to keep doing that, like, walk with Elias, have the audience participation, and then fucking go 180 and, like, insult the fans. It's like, okay, what side are you on? So, like, we talked about that last week, I think it was. The heel that's so cool that they can be face. Well, with Elias, it's a bit different because we don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Oh, yeah, we have to talk about this shit.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. The build-up was not good.
I mean, if you're gonna build up a rivalry with someone, there's a lot of things you can do to build up a rivalry with someone, whether you're a face or whether you're a heel. Just do it the right way, because I would say the segment where they had Sami Zayn bring in these guys to pretend to be Lashley's sisters was as bad as the fucking "This Is Your Life" segment with Alexa Bliss.
Shit. Speaking of which. I'm glad I missed that segment.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think that this was much worse than Alexa versus Bailey with the whole "This Is Your Life" thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't save that shit.
You couldn't save that shit if you tried.
DNR. Anyways. No, and the fact that you saw the whole thing with the army stuff. You know, the obstacle course.
Yeah.
Whatever. This isn't Double Dare, this is fucking wrestling. You know? God.
It's not NXT before they became a developmental wrestling show.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Have a friggin' contest and eliminate. Go fuck yourself.
You brought Lashley back to do what?
Make a joke out of him?
Yeah, this is the point where I say he did a lot better feuding with Brian Cage, and now he fucks off to WWE. Back to WWE. Well, if you're not gonna do anything with him, you might as well go right back to Impact.
I mean, okay. You want to have Lashley be a face. Fine. You put him with Sami Zayn. Okay, fine. Sami Zayn is become a fairly good heel. I mean, him and Kevin Owens together, they have some brilliant stuff. Who knows if we're going to see the two of them together again do something, but fucking Sami Zayn, you stupid idiot, you know better.
I don't give a shit. Like, I mean, I get it. You love your sisters, I love my brothers, but do we talk about them, like...
Consistently? No.
Yeah, no. And so the fact of the matter is, yeah, there was no reason for it. And we're not even gonna go back to the whole guys dressed as girls. You know, it's you know. So yeah, I really think they should get this over with.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know Bobby Lashley's gonna win.
Yeah.
So, next match. We have... Yeah, Jinder Mahal versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting... I mean, Roman Reigns needs to rejuvenate. I mean, no one likes him.
Yeah.
The fans don't respond well to him anymore. His character kinda sucks.
Yeah.
It doesn't suck that much, but it sucks. I think Jinder Mahal is a great heel. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So this feud's good, and I think that Roman Reigns. Let's just say it. Do you think that Jinder Mahal needs to win this match?
Please do something with these two when you get this rivalry over with, because it's just getting pathetic.
If you wait till Extreme Rules to do another fucking match, and goddamn it, do something interesting. You know, like, this just needs to stop.
Yeah.
You have boring match after boring. Well, sometimes I guess they had a boring match, but there needs to be a good stipulation. It can't be the same thing. And I'm sorry. You are gonna have Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal on SmackDown? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
This is why you're insulting your fans. It's because you put a show that people pay money to see and you're gonna put that on free television?
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. You have to put this on the pay-per-view. You do not put this shit on the show. You don't put it on the show for free. You have people pay for it. But, you get the WWE network, you can watch it for free anyways.
Yeah.
But still, if you're gonna have a match at Extreme Rules, I suggest you have an interesting stipulation for them.
And for the love of God, quit having matches come up before a pay-per-view event, the week of the event itself, and go, oh, we're gonna have a pay-per-view match early with Roman Reigns against Jinder Mahal, and then have Jinder get on the mic and go, oh no, you're not facing me, you're facing my lackey here. Ah, go suck a donkey.
Yeah, like that just... I think the worst is when you go, okay, you're gonna have a non-title match, and if you win, you get to have a title match on a pay-per-view. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So, just for the shit of it, I'm gonna say Roman Reigns.
I really don't care either way.
Yeah,
As
maybe.
long as his rivalry ends.
Yeah,
Who gives
let's
a damn?
put that shit to bed.
Yeah.
So now we go on to this match right here for the Women's Championship of SmackDown. Carmella versus Asuka. Last year was a train wreck. Yeah.
Yeah.
This fucking... Well, you said something earlier when we were talking about James Ellsworth and you saw him in his promotion in China. I think it was China. You saw...
Well, Ellsworth was working for MHX or MXC, something like that. And he had what they called the Intergender Championship, which is basically he could fight girls and get away with it, basically. And when he came out, the fans were chanting, "Where's your chin? Where's your chin?" Because he's got practically no damn chin. And he gets on the microphone, and his rebuttal was probably one of the best of all time. He goes, "You want to know where my chin is? I lost it in your mother's vagina." And it's like, when wrestlers are not in WWE and let's say with Impact or maybe go to Japan or Ring of Honor or an independent promotion, it's almost as if they have more free reign to have dirty promos, if you will.
Yeah. Well, like Adam Rose went to a promotion, and I guess his character is nothing like the one on WWE. But that's the thing, WWE is like a family-friendly thing now. And you have to watch the swears, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. No wonder people miss the Attitude Era.
Yeah. And I mean, when they first went the PG route, it was very strict.
Yeah.
Now it seems to be, as the last, I'll say maybe 3-4 years has gone on or so, they've pulled back with the restrictiveness of PG. Because, like, they allow ass,
Hell.
damn. Like, not the real offensive swear words, but they do allow... There's been some leniency added to the company.
Yeah. Well, the thing is...
Like, they're still PG, but there's some ebb and flow.
Well, you have to cater to everybody. And that's what I've been saying.
Impossible.
You've got to cater to children as much as adults. You can't just go one or the other. Like I've said before, if you're gonna do that, Raw is 3 hours. You have the first hour for the kids.
Yeah.
You do the silly shit, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
and the last 2 hours should be for, 15 to 34-year-olds or whatever.
Yeah.
To me, that's just the way it is, and I think the WWE loses touch, or whether it's McMahon's fault or the writer's fault, who knows. But yeah, it is starting to get edgier again.
Yeah.
Not 2003 edgy with all lesbian action. Fuck. What the fuck, Bischoff?
Yeah. Oh, let's have a lingerie pillow fight. Let's have an even gown match. Ah, shut up.
We'll have two small guys squash an 80-year-old. Christ. Anyways, I digress. So,
Aye.
yeah, this match is just... Carmella's annoying as hell, which is what you want in a heel.
Yeah.
I'm sure. It's just... I beat Charlotte Flair, I beat... Fuck.
Yeah. Charlotte beat Asuka. I beat Charlotte twice. I'm twice as good as Asuka. Oh, quitter.
And this is kind of where I get pissed off at the product, because you had Asuka. She was a wrecking machine. She was the longest NXT Women's Champion. And you said, nope, okay, you're going up to the main roster. You don't want to give it up to Nia Jax or whoever she was going against. Okay, you win the belt, and you could just surrender it. It's like, are you kidding me? And then you have to go to Raw, and then you have to go to SmackDown, and you go, hey, guess what? You're facing the Charlotte Flair, the champion. Got WrestleMania, fan-fucking-tastic. You had two people in the Royal Rumble. And they were Japanese, but they won. They won the Royal Rumble, both of them. And guess what? You not only had Shinsuke Nakamura lose to AJ Styles, the match that was supposed to be epic, you had him turn heel. And then you had a match with Charlotte. You go, hey, this is going to be interesting. Asuka's going to become the longest champion. Nope. Charlotte wins. Oh, is that fucking stupid?
Yeah.
And then she gets on the mic, you beat me. You all ready for Asuka? No, fuck you. But Asuka should have remained it undefeated. Asuka should have had the SmackDown Women's Championship. No, you took that away from her. She is no longer a threat. When I say Asuka, I go, oh, okay, just another female wrestler. She just happens to be Japanese and be eccentric and all that. Just... And there was rumors. Oh, McMahon doesn't like the Japanese. Oh, and then why would he want... Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? When talk tongue-in-cheek about that.
Yeah. And as far as Vince apparently not liking Japanese wrestlers, why the hell did he hire Asuka? Why did he hire Shinsuke Nakamura?
Why did you put them over at the fucking Royal Rumble?
That's not the point I was
Yeah,
getting
I know. It pisses me off, so I go ahead.
If Vince supposedly has issues with the Japanese, why would he hire Asuka? Why would he hire Shinsuke Nakamura? Why would he hire Tajiri? Why would he hire Hideo Itami, Akira Tozawa, Kenzo Suzuki, Funaki,
Takamichinoku?
Yeah. Like, hello?
Yeah.
McFly, anybody home?
Well, yeah, but you see, Kyle, they were never WWE champion.
Well, no.
That's the thing. You have to put the strap on them to make them a believable main eventer. You should. Put the title on Shinsuke. See what that does. And who knows, maybe he'll be a great champion. Put the women's championship on Asuka. Who knows, maybe she will be good after all. Who fucking knows? But she's no longer a threat anymore.
Mainly my point was, if Vince has such a problem with Japanese wrestlers, how come he's hired so many?
Well, yeah, and I understand that.
He had Tajiri at one point be Cruiserweight champion. Yeah. I'm not sure if he's completely Japanese. Jimmy Wang Yang, even. But, like...
Well, he's American, but his parents are Japanese.
Yeah, okay, so.
But
Yeah, like, yeah, I see your point as to people that are of Japanese descent that have maybe one or a couple of them have held championships in WWE, but not all of them have. It just seems to be that people are nitpicking the wrong reason.
I know. I just don't know what to say. You can have an Iranian WWE champion, a Mexican WWE champion.
Canadian.
Well, Canadian is Caucasian. It's, well, it depends on. Well, anyways. Yeah. So why not have a Japanese champion? Why not? You know, what's it gonna hurt to have an Oriental champion? You know?
Well, if you really want to go the route of someone that was champion that was billed as Oriental, even though it wasn't Yokozuna.
Yeah, I mean, I knew you were gonna go there. No, I mean...
Like, yeah, I know, he wasn't Japanese. But that's hearsay.
I know. And that's the thing, I was just whitewashing. You had him as the champion, he was Japanese, he's really Samoan.
Yeah.
You know, it's like having The Rock as the WWE champion. Yeah, he's of African American or African Canadian descent, but he's also Samoan.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of, put the title on Shinsuke, and then it would just prove that you can put the title on anybody. If you don't think that Shinsuke is championship material, then get him back to Japan or somewhere else, because obviously he's not cutting it.
Yeah.
So, as for this match, I hate to say it, but Mela's money.
I think Asuka's got something to prove, and I find Asuka to be a legitimate threat for Carmella, so I'm going to take Asuka.
Yeah. Now, take into consideration that this match happens after the women's Money in the Bank. Now, you could say one of them wins and the winner will cash in. I'm not saying it'll happen. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
So, anything can happen, I guess.
Well, it's like I said to you when we were watching SmackDown together. You have Asuka with Charlotte, Becky, Naomi, and Lana. They won after the match. You got Asuka in the middle. You got Charlotte, Becky, Naomi, and Lana surrounding her. We're looking up at the briefcase as a brother of the ring, and I said to you, that could be a possibility. Have Asuka beat Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship and have, say, one of those four win the Money in the Bank ladder match, cash in on Asuka, and either Asuka retains or you get a new SmackDown Women's Champion. It would all depend on where exactly the matches happen. Do you have the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match before Asuka and Carmella? Do you switch the roles around? Who knows? But, you know,
Yeah.
it's there.
Oh, I know. I just can't wait to see what happens.
And I mean, it could very well go the same way with Carmella.
And obviously, it's a James Ellsworth free zone.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm still going to say Carmella.
Yep.
We're going down to a match, again, for the women's title, except it'll be for Raw.
On the Raw side.
You've got Nia Jax taking on Ronda Rousey. Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, no kidding.
The thing is, you have this feud with Nia and Alexa. And Alexa is the boy,
Yeah.
Nia is vulnerable, and all this other shit. Nia Jax wins the title at Mania. Good move. But this thing with Ronda Rousey, all of a sudden, it's like she does another 180. And it's not exactly heelish as much as it's getting into Ronda's head.
What they said when they had that summit meeting or the sit down with Jonathan Coachman is, yeah, Nia said what she said, but it was all just to hype up the match and to, yeah, you could also say Nia getting her in Ronda's head, but a huge element to that. Second man.
Yeah. I know. I mean, it's gonna be cool just to see that. It's
Yeah.
Ronda's second match. I mean, they should have her do clinics, or just matches on Raw. Why not? They definitely got the MMA thing going for her,
Oh yeah.
which is fantastic because, I mean, they're giving her that, which,
Yeah.
when I think of, Ken Shamrock, didn't really do too much MMA stuff.
Right.
I don't think. Like, there was the ankle lock and the suplexes and getting into zone.
Yeah, and he had a few other submissions that he used, but it wasn't like full on MMA style, if you will.
But, so I'm glad they're getting Ronda to do that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I think that Nia Jax, as much as we've wanted her as the champion for a year, and now she's finally got the title. Again, it's too soon for Ronda to hold the title.
Yeah.
I think that Nia needs to win and retain, is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
There's a swerve, another swerve, and you probably mentioned it, but I'm half deaf right now, so let's say the women's match is before that. What's not to say if, for all intents and purposes, Natalia wins.
Right.
She cashes in. Let's say Ronda wins the title. Natalia comes in, pins her, wins the title. You've got a feud right there.
That would probably be the fastest and probably the wrong way to turn Natalia heel. Because, I mean, they got, like, oh, Natalia and Ronda Rousey are best friends, they train together, they work out together. Ronda's been there anytime Natalia's needed her for, helping her to the back with a knee injury or, a disadvantage or whatever. Where's the opportunity and the point to do a 180 with Natalia?
Well, I guess you're right. I don't know. But there's a sneaky suspicion. Because if you turn Ronda heel, it's
Pointless.
gonna come, pointless. And the fact of the matter is that, they're best friends, but what's better than having best friends turn on each other for a title? Like, who knows?
Yeah, but there's only been a handful of wrestlers that have been best friends, gone to heels, and feuded with each other, whether it been for a championship or not, and it actually pay off.
Well, that's true. I mean, that's just a thought, and that's the only way I can see Ronda winning. I much rather see Nia go over, because you can work with that. Now, there's talk, but first I'll say this, that Ronda Rousey has an option to go back to UFC.
Right.
Now, she is in the Hall of Fame. That's fantastic. I don't know what's going to happen, whether she goes. There's a rumor that she's going to go, but who knows about that?
Yeah.
The fact is, she just got there, and she can prove it. She's a lifelong pro wrestling fan.
Yeah.
She's living her dream. I can see it in her future that she could take the title. But not right now, not Sunday. I think Nia Jax is going to win. Unless it happens the way I said it, but I'm not sure. So, it's kind of a toss-up. I'll just say Nia Jax.
Yeah. This being Ronda's second and maybe televised match, and it being for the championship so soon, I mean, okay, Nia challenged her at that red carpet thing, and, you know, it started out as a kind of a friendly thing, and then, you know, we know what happened. Could it be Ronda's time? Maybe. Yet. Nah. I don't know. Nia, obviously bigger, obviously stronger, more experienced of the two, could prove to be Ronda's downfall, although, I mean, fuck, the speed she put Nia Jax in that damn armbar. If she can do that again,
Oh, that'll be something. I mean, that's Ronda's specialty.
oh yeah.
I mean, she, whether it was kayfabe or not, really hurt Stephanie, so
Yeah.
it's interesting to see what she could do to Nia.
Yeah.
You know, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
I just thought of this now. It would be pretty cool if eventually they brought the Lion's Den match back.
Yeah.
You know, and because you had the last one at SummerSlam. Here you go.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be interesting, Ronda Rousey or whoever. And that's if you want to put the title on her. Who knows? Like I said, it's all up in the air. But I'm still going to say Nia Jax.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Nia Jax on this one too.
So,
for the WWE Championship, last man standing, we've got the heelless artistic Shinsuke Nakamura and the champ, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
Bull Crusher versus the phenomenal one.
Mm.
Yeah, I know. I already talked to death on how I feel about WrestleMania.
Yes.
It's just... And then you go on to
Greatest Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you go on to
Backlash.
It's like, you know, interesting to me why the first two matches were the shits.
Yeah.
Well, actually, all three of them. Well, now, Backlash was okay up until the ending.
Yeah.
So, now you go on to Money in the Bank. I want to see what's going to happen this time.
Mm.
It's basically last man standing, so
Yeah.
who knows what can happen. I hope to God it's not going to be like Triple H and Shawn Michaels 2004.
Yeah.
But there's talk that there's a possibility AJ Styles is going to retain again. I mean, I said the whole thing before. We watch it if you want. Either shit will get off the pot with Nakamura or else. Because, you know, obviously there's not championship material
Yeah.
to Vince, so who knows?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I distinctly remember the weeks leading up to this when they had the match where either AJ or Nakamura won, they got to pick the stipulation, and I'm quite sure you, sir, said you did not want to see a last man standing match between these two.
No, that's true. Because look what happened fucking Backlash. They Dick Kick City, bitch.
Yeah. Double ball buster.
What's not to say they're gonna do that on Sunday. What's not to say they're gonna get both counted out? If I see a double count out on Sunday, the shit's gonna go down. Because every fan in that arena deserves a new champion or whatever. You insult intelligence when you fucking have a double count out, a double disqualification.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a double count out in this fucking match, then you better fix it. You better go and you better have them go on Extreme Rules or what? You know, I'm done fucking trying to understand Vince's logic because I don't know if it's him, I don't know if it's the fucking writers, but they screw everything up and it pisses me off because it's there. It's right fucking there. And you turn it into a ball of piss and you just go, hey, you know what? We're gonna fucking give these guys retaining AJ Styles. Okay, so if you're not gonna do AJ Styles and have Nakamura go over, then you better do something, and you better do something fast because now Nakamura is useless. Put a title on him. This guy used to be the king of, he still is the king of strong style. Former Intercontinental Champion, IWGP. Former IWGP Champion. Former, well, he was an MMA guy. And then, now he is up, one of the best fighters. And you dismiss the fact that he could be the next WWE Champion, the first real Japanese-born WWE Champion. If he loses us Sunday, then it's a disgrace.
Maybe in this match, AJ Styles will finally have a come to Jesus moment, so to speak, and wear a fucking cup.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Jesus.
I'll wheel all the way to Chicago and castrate you myself if I fucking have to.
Need a pearl bleed, I've got lots of them.
Awesome.
I mean, you would think the number of times you've been involuntarily circumcised, you'd go, hey, here's an idea, wear a fucking cup!
Yeah. Hey, you might as well stop at 4 kids. Jesus.
Well, I'm sure AJ was planning on stopping at 4 kids after he had a girl, but I don't think he was wanting to not be able to use his balls.
It's the house that AJ Styles built.
Move it!
Yeah.
Oh, that was rough.
So, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know about this one.
Yeah.
I want to say my heart says Shinsuke, but my head says AJ. So,
I'm wondering if the time is right and the opportunity is there to give Nakamura the championship.
well, it's a possibility.
I mean, would it be cool to see? Fucking right it would. Already, has the rivalry gone for enough? I think so. Is Nakamura proven himself to be a decent heel? Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Minus poor AJ's manhood. But,
I just love it, though. I'm very sorry what happened to AJ Styles.
sorry, no speak English. Well, fuck off, you don't. We've heard you speak English before.
Yeah.
God.
So, yeah, you know what? I think it's time for AJ to pass the torch, so to speak. Let's have Shinsuke win the belt. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Extreme Rules, you could have a triple threat with Baron Corbin, like I saw in a video.
Yeah.
You know, at this point, I want to see Shinsuke Nakamura as the WWE Champion. I don't give a fuck what his ethnicity is.
Yeah. One thing I will say was neat and interesting, but I believe it really was beneficial was when they had that Chronicles with Nakamura,
Yeah.
and they're talking about like match to match, moment to moment, whatever. But when Nakamura was talking, they had the subtitles at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Nakamura speaks fairly good English.
Yeah.
I just think the subtitles were there just in case people were having a hard time understanding them. Just read what it says. Like, oh, okay, I get it now.
That's funny. I was watching at the band Judas Priest, and their bassist is from Northern England, and I guess they have a really heavy accent
Right.
because he's the only person they put subtitles over.
Yeah, really. And you know, in AJ Styles' theme song, it says, they don't want none. Yeah. I don't want any more kids. Can I get a free circumcision, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, poor bastard.
Fucking.
Sweet Jesus Christ. Anyway.
I hate priest that made me cry. So, yeah, so I say Shinsuke.
I'll go AJ just
Okay.
for just.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go to the women's ladder match.
Amber
Naomi.
Moon, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Natalia, Lana, Naomi, and Sasha Banks.
There you go. Yeah. Should be a lot better than last year.
I said to you before we did this video, I had something in my head that I was specifically saving for this moment, and here it is. Pretty much every woman in this match has held a championship of some kind on the main roster other than Amber Moon and Lana.
Oh, yeah.
Now, of course, Amber Moon, having just recently been put on the main roster from NXT, I don't really think, too high up on the scale for championship yet. Lana, I think if they give her more time and really get a singles push going and a rivalry of some kind, then they can build her up to the championship at some point. So if you eliminate Amber Moon and Lana from the equation, okay, you got Sasha Banks, Naomi, Natalia, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte Flair. Out of those, it's up in the air as far as who would be a good candidate to give the Money in the Bank women's contract to and have another title run and have the title again. However, there is a very likely possibility Natalia could win this match and then eventually at some point cash in and become champion, seeing as how she hasn't held a championship in 8 years or more?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So.
Because I think she was Divas champion.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think Natalia, like I said, it proves what could happen if this match happens before the championship match.
yeah.
If Natalia wins, who knows? You also have Naomi, which already has had the championship this year
Mm-hmm.
and last year. You got Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss, of course, whatever.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair, again, would you really want to see her as Money in the Bank? She just had a title. You see, these women should just stay far away right now from the title,
Yeah.
and we'll see what happens. And they're just fresh off of being, non-title wrestlers.
Yeah.
So,
And one thing I thought of, a little while ago is generally when Money in the Bank rolls around and they have the Money in the Bank ladder match or ladder matches, whatever, or even before Money in the Bank WrestleMania when they had the ladder match, then it seemed to be there were quite a few wrestlers that were beat up, sore, bruised, wrapped up, whatever, after the match.
Yeah.
This time around, it seems like you got people beat up, bruised, wrapped up, and whatever, pre-Money in the Bank ladder matches.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, you got Natalia with her knee, possibly Braun Strowman with his ribs, Alexa Bliss, and I guess. So, you know, it's like the roles kind of reversed temporarily.
Yeah, no, that's true. But you have Ember Moon that just came in. And it's like I said, you have these guys go to the main roster and they get their title shot. And it's like, really? You know, why can't they wait? And just, for now, you know, as much as I dig Ember Moon, I think she should wait for a while before she gets the belt. And it's too early for her to get the Money in the Bank anyways, so...
And it's like I said with Lana, she had a run in singles competition. They took her off TV for a while, probably to do like Total Diva stuff and maybe develop her character better, and then put her back on TV. So she needs to get the ball rolling and have matches and get a rivalry of some kind going and build herself up before she gets an opportunity at the championship.
Now, I didn't see this, but is it just me? Because I heard it from a video. Did Lana lose her accent?
Basically, yeah.
Huh.
Because when they had her and Charlotte and Becky and Naomi in the ring, Lana was talking and it was pretty much a straight American accent.
Yeah.
There's like at first when she came back, when they did the whole thing with her and Rusev and Aiden English, when she talked, you could tell there was nuances of a Russian accent in there, but that was just like, it was gone.
Well, it's about fucking time. Because I'm sorry, I know you want to pay a tribute to Ivan Koloff and all those guys that are fake Russians, but you're not fooling nobody when you're on Total Divas.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the award ceremony.
Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah, so when I look at Lana, I usually saw the valet and manager. I never really... She's an okay wrestler, I don't know.
She's got some work to do.
Pretty much, yeah. So I'm either going to go with Natalia or what the fuck, Naomi.
For me, I think the one out of all of those that would probably get the loudest pop and the admiration of the fans, as far as like, oh, she went into this match injured and, you know, she fought through the pain and climbed and really showed how much gumption she's got, and eventually climbed the ladder to get the briefcase, Natalia.
Yeah. There it is.
And you're not going with your girlfriend?
Well, this is the thing. Alexa Bliss, pretty much. Again, like I said, it doesn't matter who. If they've had the title within the last little while, yeah, she lost her belt back at WrestleMania. You could say she wins the Money in the Bank. Okay. I'm not sure how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Because people look at her and they see this 5'5" Vixen, and it's like, okay, so you really want to take her as a threat?
Yeah.
I mean, she's probably far taller than Selena, but
Maybe.
yeah, it's kind of like,
Another thing to take into consideration with this match too is, okay, say Natalia does win, just some giggles. With other 6 ladies, yeah. What do you do with them?
yeah.
What rivalry do you start them up in? Do you continue a feud with like Charlotte and Alexa, or Naomi and Becky? Where do you go
I don't know.
afterwards?
I forgot about Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
So
The last kicker.
I'll change my answer a little bit. I'm gonna say Becky Lynch and Naomi, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, you look at it this way too, and yeah, Alexa's awesome. I think that she's a good heel, definitely. It's like a Jack Russell going into a Rottweiler fight. But
Yeah, really.
it's kind of interesting just to see her go at it. And who knows what's going to happen. Will she win the title again? No, for sure. It's just, I don't really want to see her with the briefcase.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So, last but not least,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
the men's Money in the Bank. We have Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, The Miz, Bobby Roode, Rusev, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, Big E. Well, basically one of the New Day.
Yeah. Big E, except your words, or Kofi.
Kofi Kingston. Yeah, it's pretty. I know that WWE can be corny, but come on, you gotta give it up to the pancakes in the briefcase. And the Miz just going, die!
Yeah. Or them going up to him and having a hat with papers in it, and it goes, alright, we've been playing around with you, we've been having fun, we've been teasing you, whatever. But we want you to decide which of us is going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And it's like, oh, she goes, okay, I'll decide. And so, hey, no cheating, close your eyes. And they take his headband, put it over his eyes so he can't see shit. And they swap out the hat with the papers for a hat full of pancake batter. And he sticks his hand and he's like, oh, man. And he wipes it on the shirt of, what are they? Mr. Bootio or whatever the hell.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah. That was good.
There's a rumor going around that Big E's gonna turn heel and turn on the New Day, which,
Would be pointless.
well, true, but, it's been a long time that they've been a tag team or a stable. Let's see if it works with Big E turning heel, but who knows? It's pretty cool just to see them. I won't say make a mockery of the company. They're just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
What's not to say Dunk the Clown did the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, it's cool. But I think it's also time for, one of them to take things a little bit serious, They're all fun and games, and hey, it's great, but when it comes time to fight, you have to man up and take it serious, and it's kind of, right now, they're just throwing pancakes and bootios and
Yeah.
shit. Like, it's okay. That's why nobody takes them serious. They have to put up or shut up, and yeah, when they wrestle, hey, they had an awesome match with the Usos and
Yes.
the Hell in a Cell. That's awesome. Let's see more of that.
Yeah.
If this is true and Big E does turn, who knows what'll happen. Now you have Bobby Roode, and I love Bobby Roode. I love Bobby Roode all the way to TNA. The guy is 40 years old. He deserves a title shot. Now, the Money in the Bank, I don't know. It would be interesting to see if he could take the Money in the Bank and see where that goes. I don't understand why he's not getting what he deserves. Kevin Owens, you have a guy that's a veteran.
Yes.
Universal Champion, Intercontinental Champion, US Champion, probably Tag Team Champion.
Yeah.
And let's not count the belts he held at Ring of Honor and elsewhere.
Yes.
You know, Kevin Owens definitely deserves to get the belt, get the belt, but first get the briefcase and see where that goes. He was on SmackDown, he's on Raw. I'd much rather see him as the WWE Champion, but whatever. And then you go on to Rusev. Rusev was supposed to be a face. I mean, he gets that reaction, and then it's a swerve. You know, him and Aiden English are great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that Rusev has been in the WWE for a long time now. So let's see why he can't have the title. There you go. A Bulgarian should win the title. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But then you have Finn Balor. And, yeah, Finn Balor is kind of white bread. Is he the demon or whatever, the Demon King, or is he a white bread? Who knows? But coming out with trunks and a leather jacket doesn't really do it for me. Yeah, either you wear the face paint or whatever, or change something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you have The Miz. Fuck The Miz. So then you have Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman is due. He was due since last year. You can't put the fucking title on him. Give him the briefcase. Let's see how that goes. Because, goddamn it, Braun Strowman deserves the belt.
Yeah, for sure. Who are you taking?
Well, I'd say Braun Strowman or Bobby Roode.
I'm gonna go Strowman just because I think the role he's been on, he's pretty much the biggest guy in the match.
Yeah.
We've seen what he can do in that match with him and Owens and Roode and Balor. Fuck. You put that man in a ring with 6 other dudes and ladders, you bet your ass hell's gonna break loose.
Shit's gonna go down. It's gonna be a car wreck.
Oh yeah.
As JR would say. But
Human Demolition Derby.
It's gonna be fun because I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in the near future.
Yes.
Like I said, I have no excuses no more if Braun Strowman wins the briefcase.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things that has to happen.
Yeah.
So, come Sunday, who knows?
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a great weekend. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. You know, it's always fun just to see NXT anyhow. And yeah, who knows if this is gonna be a great Money in the Bank. I remember last year it was interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I don't know. I can't wait.
Yeah. There's a thing I seen on Facebook. I sent it to Matt. We talked about it, and it's pretty cool, actually. There was a photo on Facebook, and it was basically a summarization of the championships that Chris Jericho has held. Of course, he just recently won the IWGP Intercontinental Championship.
Yes.
He held the Intercontinental Championship 9 times. He's held tag titles, world titles, cruiserweight title, and WCW
Television
title, etc., etc., etc. And I did the math, and it's like 12 championships total, or whatever. There's like 12 squares, whatever. Anyways, championships he's held, and the number of times he's held certain championships, you add it all up, the man's held 40 championships throughout his career. And he's been going since
1989.
Yeah.
Since you were born.
Yeah, basically.
So, yeah, that's fucking cool.
Like 30 years, 29, 30 years, something like that.
When they call him the GOAT, he's the fucking GOAT. Greatest of all time.
There's no arguing that.
So,
And for sure, one day, hopefully, if and when he ever decides to retire, stick that man in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. Anyways, this is Killer Kyle. I mean Matt. Yes. Holy cow fucking dick. And this'll be a good show.
Yeah.
And you watch a show, or you just made the list.